What's up, guys? My name is Dylan Leston. I'm sure everyone knows me from DylTalks Sports. But was talking to my dad yesterday, and he gave me some inspiration to do what I'm about to do here. So this is going to be a segment called DylTalks Mental or DylTalks Masculinity, and we kind of just talking about self-image, aspiring to be a better you, aspiring to do all that. Something that I've been trying to motivate for a while, but didn't maybe have the confidence to do. And then talked to my dad last night, and he gave me that inspiration. So shout out to my dad. You're my hero, man, and I hope one day I'll make you proud. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is this first one's just going to be kind of me talking about my beliefs and how I think things should go and whatnot. And so let's just dive in. This is DylTalks People, DylTalks Masculinity, DylTalks Mental, whatever you kind of want to call it. But it's something that I believe in, and I have a lot of knowledge in and belief that everything could be better. So let's dive right in. Let's go right off the top of my head. My first thoughts that come to my mind are we as a society need to be kinder to people. I think there's too much negativity and too much negative in the world these days not to be kind to each other, be positive, be optimistic about things. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was talking to them about how a lot of human misunderstanding comes just from the own individual that is misunderstanding or judging or being about that. When you really look at human beings as a whole, I don't care if you're from the city, I don't care if you're from the rural area, I don't care wherever you're from, but we as human beings are all born the same, whatever you want to believe it or not. Our environment teaches us the trauma we have or the beliefs we may have or what we should believe in or how we should believe in it. But if you really look at people and talk to people, I think a lot of people are just out there asking for help or asking for someone to be kind and give them a compliment today and change their life. I personally try to go up to someone at the gym every day or wherever I am. I go to the gym every day, so that's my easiest example. And say, hey man, I like, you're looking bigger, I like your shoes, I like your shirt, or, hey, whatever. Something to make them kinder and make them approachable, man. I think if we spread kindness instead of negativity, a lot of the things in this world would change and a lot of misunderstanding would change. Because some person from New York City isn't that far different than someone that's from rural farm America. The only difference is they grew up in New York City with a bunch of distractions, a bunch of different types of lifestyles and things and that, but if you really get down to the core human principle of majority of people, I would say it's just to be kinder, man. Be positive in yourself, believe in yourself, and everything will come to you. This is the only barrier to any of your dreams or any of your beliefs is your mind. It might sound crazy, it might sound stupid, but look at every highly successful person. What do they say? If you envision it up here, you can envision it out in the real realm, and that's the truth to this day, and that's why I do these videos that I do and do this belief that I do every single day, because I truly believe in it. So that's just my first thoughts. This is just gonna be a rambling thing, and eventually I'll have more videos of more in depth kind of one singular subject. But this is kind of just where I'm at, and my thought, my think tank that I'm able to use, and my forum. So. When it comes to especially going out now, and I've been seeing a lot more and more that I've been trying to change is can we dress up a little bit? I'm not saying you got to dress up like you're going to the fucking the Met Gala or whatever, but like if we're going to a steakhouse, let's not dress in athletic shorts, let's not dress in t-shirts, like let's at least have a polo on and some khaki shorts, at least some pants. I think that's the first step in taking back society as a whole is us learning to dress better again and dress with respect. I think now we just dress comfortably, which I get. I love the hoodie. I love the sweatpants. I love it. I feel you guys. I really do. But let's show some respect. Let's gain some respect. Wear a suit. Wear a tie. wear at least a polo, wear jeans, not jeans, but khakis, slacks. See how much different of looks you get. See how much more respect you get from people in general. That I personally noticed just myself. I used to dress kind of casual all the time whenever I went out, but moved to Dallas, Texas, for my graduate degree at Southern Methodist University, and realized everyone down there, whenever they go out, they dress up. And I think that's a thing that America has lost sight of, and that is losing its grip on society, and I that sucks. So that's my first point on that. The second point would be, cherish the people in your life. Because you never know when's the last time you're going to be able to say goodbye to them, or I love you, or, let's go grab dinner or something. Cherish the people that care about you in your life. Some people are here forever, some people are a season, and some people are a quick breeze of wind. It's tough dealing with loss. But the only constant in life is change. So change necessarily means that you're going to have some loss in your life, but beyond that loss is regrowth and something better. And I hate the quote that grass is greener somewhere else. No, the grass is greener where you water it. That's what it says. Your relationships and everything in your life, your work, anything that needs attention that you think is lacking, can be greener by watering it and putting effort into it every single day. And sometimes subconsciously we just, we lose track of things, or, we think that this person's been in my life for this amount of time, like I don't have to put in much effort, but you do have to put in effort. Everything that is worthwhile in your life will take effort, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately, because then it weeds out the people that don't want to do it, and fortunately it allows people to work hard. So, yeah, man, cherish the people in your life. I say it all the time. I don't know where I'd be without my parents. I'm just so grateful for them. I know not everyone that may be watching this video has the same feeling for their parents, but I asked you this one question, and that one question is, realize that they were kids once too, and they had to grow up probably faster than they wanted to as well. So, it's a tough pill to swallow, kind of growing up and kind of realizing how the world is. I personally, one of my favorite memes is, I miss the way I viewed the world before I knew too much about it. There was a lot of joy and happiness in that boy, and just curiosity and whatnot. There was a lot of joy and curiosity in that boy, as I said, and it's tough to kind of come to a realization of this, how the world is, but we can all change the world, and that's what I'm trying to say on here is my goal is to change the world, man. I'm trying to start a revolution of positivity and kindness, and do it, and caring for your neighbor just as God would care for us, and move forward with that, man. I think we get too caught up in individualism and individualisticism, and I think especially a lot of that came from COVID. I think COVID pushed a lot of that to the forefront, and I know a lot of people are sick and tired of dating or going out, or media or whatever's going on, man, and I understand your pain, but it all swings back. It's always a pendulum. Things always come back around. Everything in life, anything you always get more than one chance with something. You do. You might not seem like it, but you do. And it's just up to you to harvest that opportunity and take that opportunity and make it yours, man. Look at short shorts. I'm going off tangent saying about people, but even trends. Look at short shorts. Short shorts went away when Michael Jordan came to the NBA because he wanted to wear his North Carolina baggy shorts or his North Carolina game shorts under his Bulls shorts. So that's why they became baggy. And now they're back to short shorts and skinny shorts and whatever. So, this video, I don't know. I'm just trying to talk about, I guess the be a man part. If you're gonna be a man, stick to your word, stick to your guns, be who you are, and don't be such an easy pushover. A lot of people are saying, this new day in masculinity is being a pushover. No, a masculine man, unfortunately and fortunately enough, has views that may not you may not agree with and may do things you don't agree with, but they are, convicted in their beliefs and believe in who they are and push forward to do it. And it's all about taking care of people and being better for, women and children and whatnot. I mean, our value on the earth is brought by protecting women and children. Funny enough, whether you believe it or not, that's kind of what it is. I mean, we all go through something mentally, man. I know that. I've been through it personally, and I hope all my followers as well can come to me and talk to me about it if they need be, because it's a tough spot to be in. But I don't know. I think I'm just spewing right now, so I'm probably going to end this video soon. But just know, man, you can do anything in this world you set your mind to. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Believe in yourself at an almost insane rate every single day, and you will achieve everything you want. Every relationship you want, everything you want can be yours if you just believe in yourself and put in the work and put in the time and the effort and just continue to move forward. Take it from me, man. You can do anything in this world. I love you guys. I hope nothing but the best for you, and I hope we continue to move forward. But I mostly want to take this video to just shout out my dad, man. Ron Leston. He's my favorite person in this world. He's the one who told me to do this and chase my dreams. So, Pops, I'm going to make you proud. And this video is a stamp of that. It's Tuesday, August 5th of 2025. I'm going to make you proud. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Check out the DylTalks Sports is up. This is going to be DylTalks Mental. That's up. We're starting the wave, and we're branching out. This is going to be a Dynasty Productions, and God bless. Deuces.